We wanted to build a practical Herbie. We spend a lot of time when you're working on something that has a lot of VFX, looking at shots and saying, gosh, what will make this feel more realistic? What is it that will make this be persuasive? Which, of course, when you film something for real, you never have those questions because it's real.
There's an awful lot going on inside of it.
12 independent motors and gearboxes.
8 motors, servo motors per arm.
There's a computer processor in there, there's a Wi-Fi receiver in there. It needs a long life battery.
It's all radio control.
From pretty much blank paper to what you see, it's only about 9 or 10 weeks.
Hello, Herbie.
She goes, hi, Herbie, he could go. With the mouth, could go. But the eyes could go. Then she leaves, and then it's...
I love Herbie. He feels kind of sci-fi, but grounded in character.
What they built was just fantastic. I mean, he's like a very, very expressive little guy. I'm really fond of him.
He was run by a team of amazing effects artists and puppeteers, and that was used for a lot of close-ups. You know, we have a lot of in-camera Herbie.
So we've got a Herbie, he's a multi-axis robot on wheels with moving head, moving arms, so he can freely roam the sets.
At the beginning of it all, there was 2D artwork of Herbie.
The brief was really you get as much action out of him as was possible.
Let's try staring.
A little bit more.
Go up.
A little more. And cut.
There's a lot of exploratory work, so Nick, our designer, basically used a 3D program to build a virtual model while we were waiting for the real one to be built.
We did develop some animations and kind of different facial expressions and different kind of movements that you could do.
And then once we've worked that out, we'll look at what needs to move, how it needs to move, and we need to count those axes up, so a finger and a thumb and an elbow and a shoulder, and how many different degrees of freedom do they need in different directions, and what does the head do?
We decided the thing to do would be to split him up into sections to be dealt with, and I got the head. He looks very attractive, but he's a very limited range of features to actually animate. His eyes rotate in both directions independently, and these little tiny recording heads kind of go up and down. It gives him a little bit of animation. And then the head itself, you've got a servo that rotates his head, the two that do all the pitching and rolling, and then the one in his neck, so he can really look down. He's got a reel-to-reel tape recorder look, but they wanted it actually as a cassette, so Buddy can do that. Then in the scene, cassette's removed. Another one's placed in, because he has a cassette for a home use. And then when he flies the spaceship, he has a space cassette. And with the combination of all of those few simple features, really, you can get quite a range of emotion, which was really interesting.
The arms and the grippers, that became my thing. And then we've got Eddie on the Waldo here. Whatever he does with his arm is kind of digitized by the apparatus and then sent through the system into Herbie's motors.
We've got as much range of movement as we can. So we've got sort of all of your sort of in and out of your bicep movement, and then you've got shoulders going up and down. You've got your wrists. It basically can do as much as an arm can do, which is quite nice when it's moving around and you're interacting with objects and props and the actors.
And then I'm controlling the grippers separately.
Walk on it.
Thanks, buddy. My responsibilities on set are the driving of the radio control base and the body lean. It's driven by 2 wheels from a Segway, and it has 4 omnidirectional wheels that act as stabilizers that can move in any direction. The whole design of the base was designed primarily around it being able to spin on the spot, as if he's spinning on his ball. So we can spin on the spot, we can pivot around the wheel, and you can lean forward, get him going, and then lean him upright. It gives a bit more fluidity to the motion.
You got the fundamentals in the robot itself, and then I think it comes alive with the guys practicing and reacting to other humans.
There's just something about Herbie, I kind of fell for him pretty quickly. I don't know, I felt like we had a shorthand. I felt like Herbie and Ben maybe spent a lot of time together. They were homies in a way.
Okay. Is this guy good? That is fantastic.
It's so much more charming to see something there that's acting with the actor, and you can feel it when you watch the movie.
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
This special effects robot was best used in limited places because moving it around required a team of many, many people. And so we brought in Jack, who's our puppeteer, And that was really, really helpful, especially when we had to be covering wide, terrain in the lab.
My laboratory felt like it was as long as a football field. I'm just going back and forth, and poor Herbie's like following me around. Jack was so tuned in as a kind of scene partner and reacting to everything that you were doing and doing little whistles and stuff like that.
New deep space transmission.
I'm very indebted to him.
215, what 215? I don't have any meetings today.
So on this puppet, we've got an articulated head, so I can give focus to whatever it is in the scene that he's interested in. And then also the body is articulated, so we can get some really lovely sort of cute movements with the setup we've got here. And then also wear the grey suit so that the VFX team can paint me out in post-production.
Quite right, Herbie.
He's developed his own personality. I think we all kind of enjoy operating him.
It really is a dance for us. We have to react to what the director's asking for and what the actor's doing around us. And through practice, we've kind of got to like a symbiotic relationship, really.
Together, they're the unbeatable team.
I just think people also respect how clever he is and clever the guys are that have, put him together, and he brings joy to a lot of people when he goes on set.
I'm proud of you. You did good.
Team, team,